everyone, welcome to our channel. Today I want to provide an extensive, comprehensive comparison of hybrid work models versus fully remote models. This is a complex issue with arguments on both sides, so I'll aim to cover all aspects in depth. To quickly define the two models, hybrid work is when employees split time between working in a centralized office or location and working remotely, usually from home. Many do 2 to 3 days in office, 2 to 3 days remote each week. Fully remote is when employees work entirely from decentralized locations of their choosing, usually their homes. There is no central office space at all. I'll assess pros and cons around company culture, productivity, cost savings, work-life balance, collaboration, and innovation potential. We'll also discuss which model may be better suited for different types of organizations based on their maturity, team structures, and operational constraints. There's a lot to unpack, so let's dive in. Comparing company culture. Company culture is crucial. It impacts everything from engagement to retention to innovation. But can thriving cultures exist fully remotely? Some argue impromptu brainstorms, water cooler conversations, and camaraderie suffer without regular in-person interactions. Newer companies may also struggle to establish foundational values and norms remotely. For example, an early-stage design agency built on tight collaboration in physical workspace may not translate well virtually. The lack of body language, whiteboard sessions, and casual face-to-face exchanges could hamper creative energy. However, flexibility and autonomy of remote work enables strong cultures too if managed thoughtfully. Virtual water coolers, remote kickoffs, annual retreats, and social events can replicate benefits of in-person interactions. Companies like Envision, GitLab, and Elastic have shown high-performing, tight-knit cultures can develop virtually. Things like always-on video, chat channels as virtual offices, and inclusive virtual events nurture connectivity. So while some assume remote hampers culture, the reality is strong leadership, transparency, and intentional community building can foster robust culture in any model. But personalities and work styles should be considered. Assessing productivity. When it comes to productivity, arguments exist on both sides. Having a central office lends natural structure. It can be easier to mentally switch on when physically going to work. The commute creates work-life separation. However, autonomy and flexibility in setting schedules can allow remote workers to optimize around when they're most productive. No commuting also means more time for focused work. But potential at-home distractions like parenting must be considered too. While offices have their own distractions, meetings, chatter, etc., both setups can enable productivity, but careful self-assessment of ideal environments is key. Studies like one from Chinese travel giant Keytrip have shown remote workers can be up to 22% more productive. Lack of commuting and fewer meetings were driving factors. But these gains depend heavily on worker traits and time management skills. In summary, with clear guidelines around deep work time, either model can excel. But remote workers must be self-driven and avoid distraction pitfalls. Personality fit is crucial. Cost savings from real estate. When it comes to potential cost advantages, remote arrangements demonstrate meaningful upsides. Data shows clear workplace cost reductions. Commercial rents and facilities maintenance fees are massive line items for most large companies. Transitioning to mostly virtual operations can create major cost savings. One analysis saw average real estate cost savings of $10,000 per employee per year from remote work. Buffer saves $25,000 a month avoiding HQ bills. Enterprise giants like Amazon and HSBC recoup millions. Expenses like furnishings, office perks, events, etc. also decline sharply. And reducing internal travel, cutting flights / hotels for meetings offers additional savings. Effective collaboration technology does require some remote investment in services like Zoom, cloud computing, data security, etc. But most analyses show remote setups drive substantial overhead reductions overall. Boosting employee work-life balance. Work-life balance is a clear win for flexible remote models in my view. Removing commute times alone adds back 10+ hours for some. Working untethered from fixed office locations also unlocks many lifestyle benefits. 76% of remote workers in one survey said schedule flexibility has a hugely positive impact on work-life balance. Things like relocating closer to family, pursuing hobbies, and taking midday breaks all become more achievable. Challenges like blurred work-personal boundaries exist though. Without spatial separation between home and office, deliberate efforts must be made to set cutoffs. Proper workflows and communication norms are key. But when managed thoughtfully, hybrid and especially fully remote arrangements enable better overall employee balance through location freedom, travel flexibility, and scheduling around outside commitments. Collaboration and innovation possibilities. When it comes to collaborating and innovating, some contend spontaneous in-person group exchanges enable better idea generation and team coordination. And definitely, remote collaboration requires more intention and effective virtual tools. But initiatives like 15Five's Remote Ring demonstrate innovation and fluid teamwork can absolutely thrive in virtual settings by keeping communication channels open and bringing structure to coordinating complex projects. Stanford actually found remote engineering teams develop more rigorous project management processes. Things like granular wikis, status dashboards, automated CRMs, and video stand-ups facilitate transparency and alignment. Great collaboration and innovation mostly come down to intentionally facilitating inter-team connectivity, not location constraints. Building relationships and nurturing community translate to any environment, physical or digital. Assessing model viability by organization. So in summary, arguments exist on both sides. There is no consensus that one model, be it hybrid or fully remote, is inherently better suited for all companies. Early-stage startups still establishing culture and workflows may lean more hybrid to enable organic community building. But fully remote can work too with thoughtful leadership. Companies in creative fields that rely more heavily on tactile collaboration likely should maintain some regular in-person flexibility, though mandatory set office days could hamper employee autonomy. Most scaled organizations likely can capture major cost and employee satisfaction benefits from predominantly remote models. Global companies like GitLab and Doist prove innovation thrives virtually. Really assessing viability comes down to carefully weighing company maturity, team communication needs, worker personalities, and organizational priorities like real estate costs. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. The future will likely involve flexible blending of both models. Even roles requiring some physical location work can build in more regular remote days. Continued evolution around virtual tools will further enable hybrid agility. Key takeaways. To recap, there are merits to both hybrid and fully remote setups. With no consensus, one structure is universally better. What truly matters is assessing company culture, individual employee traits and needs, operational constraints around collaboration tools, and organizational maturity. Smaller startups may lean more hybrid to nurture organic bonding. Creative enterprises dependent on tactile work likely warrant some regular in-person flexibility. But thoughtful remote leadership, intentional community building, and strong digital infrastructure can enable fully remote innovation, productivity, and work-life balance, even for large global organizations. The future will involve increased blending of flexible models tailored to unique company and employee needs. But successful adoption requires assessing trade-offs and nurturing culture however that manifests, virtually or physically. All right, everyone, I hope you found this extensive hybrid versus remote comparison analysis useful. Please let me know any additional aspects I should cover or case studies to reference in the comments. And subscribe for more content about the future of work. Thanks for watching.